Hello, everyone. We made it. We finally made it. Today marks the 1 week mark of being on a carnivore diet. I heard somebody say somewhere, if you ever want to slow down time, just start the carnivore diet. And let me tell you, they weren't a kidding. This has been one of the longest weeks of my life. But with that being said, I did have a lot of great results. But I'll save all that to the end. And Tim, he'll be sharing all his experience and his results on his channel, so I'll link that down below. Sadly, I don't have any vlog footage of this week because, well, to be honest with you, I was extremely exhausted. But I did take some pictures and I took some notes, so I'm going to be looking down at a paper and I'll just let you guys know how this week went day by day. On the first day, I went ahead and put some chicken thighs in the crock pot with butter because I knew that's what I wanted for my first meal with eggs. So I went ahead and prepped that, and then I decided to take down all my Christmas decorations because I was just nervous. I didn't know what this week would entail, and I was afraid I wouldn't have any energy to get the Christmas stuff down. And you know what? I'm so glad I did that. I was kind of sad because I didn't want to see all the flickering lights go, but in the end, it was the best decision that I could have done. But that first day, so I didn't eat until my first meal was around 2 o'clock. And I had, let's see, on the first day, I had 2 chicken thighs and 3 eggs with a tablespoon of butter. And then dinner, which I think I ate around 6 o'clock, I had 2 8-ounce ground beef patties with a tablespoon of butter. Day 2, let's see, how was I feeling day 2? Day 2, real tired. Sleep has been horrendous. I always have a hard time getting to sleep, and I don't really sleep for that long, but this week has been horrible. But I just noticed I was tired, but the first meal was probably around noon. I had 2 chicken thighs, 2 eggs, a tablespoon of butter, and then I just had the same dinner most of this week, so it was the 2 8-ounce ground beef patties with a tablespoon of butter. Now, day 3, I woke up ravenous and irritable and exhausted. So, fun times, let me tell you. So, day 3, as soon as I woke up, I ended up eating a hard-boiled egg, and I took one of Tim's bacon slices. So, I had that to hold me off until like lunchtime. And then I had 2 chicken thighs, 2 eggs, and a tablespoon of butter. Day 4 felt slightly better, but I had a headache, and I was tired, but I wasn't hungry. So that was very weird. I went from ravenous to not hungry. So not quite sure what time I ate that day. I think it was pretty late, but I ended up having 3 chicken thighs. That's the day that I had an aversion to eggs, which that's pretty normal for me. Like, I really have to be in the mood to eat eggs because sometimes they just make me sick to my stomach. But so day 4, I was just like, yeah, I can't do the eggs right now. So I had the 3 chicken thighs. I finished those off. And for dinner, this was the day too that we had a fun day. So we had salmon and we had sirloin steak with a tablespoon of butter. You know how in the grocery haul I was bad-mouthing those steaks? I feel so guilty now because they weren't that little and they tasted so good. Like, I'm just like, I need more of those. Like, I miss that. That steak was so delicious. So, let's see. Yeah. Also on day 4, just for, I guess, documentation, I don't know how accurate they are. But we ended up getting those ketosis, those ketone strips that you use. Well, I went ahead and tested on it, and it said that I was in ketosis. It was a 80, like it went real dark real quick. So I don't know if that was good or bad, but that's where I was on day 4 of all this. Day 5, I woke up tired. I can't even read my own writing, but let's see, day 5, I must have woke up hungry because I had 2 hard-boiled eggs in the morning. And then, this is when I had to change up the breakfasts. So I ended up eating 4.9 ounces of beef with 2 eggs and a tablespoon of butter. I had that for the next 2 days also. So, and then I went back to, since we were done with our fun day, I went back to the 2 8-ounce beef patties with a tablespoon of butter. But yeah, I stayed the same on day 6, and day 7 woke up not hungry, feeling a little bit better. And then on this day, because I can't ever make dippy eggs, and I wanted dippy eggs on on the ground beef that I browned up. So I had the 4.9 ounces of beef, and I decided to do poached eggs, and they were delicious. So 3 poached eggs, and I loved them. And I will say, like, this morning, I'm not 100% better, but I'm starting to feel a little bit normal. So hopefully that means there's light at the end of the tunnel. Some of the things that I've been through, like my legs feel a little bit shaky. I'll have a little bit of a dizzy spell every once in a while. This makes it sound so awful. But, I mean, that's normal. This is coming off of the holidays, and I allowed myself to indulge. And plus I was low fat, high carb, well, not high carb, but medium carb. So this is like a totally new experience for me. But, the bathroom, I will say this, it hasn't been like normal, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. Like running to the bathroom, I was scared to death, but it hasn't been that bad, honestly. And the weird part is you don't go as often, and that's just so foreign to me. I know that's TMI, but yeah, that's one of the things that I noticed. It's different. A couple random things is I've been really thirsty lately, and my lips are chapped. Just little things like, at first when laying in bed, I'd get hot real quick, and then I'd get cold chills, and so like my temperature couldn't regulate. I was getting bruises, which is weird because I should be higher in iron, but I was noticing bruises on my arm and legs. So I'm just like, that's strange, but I don't know. You aren't supposed to track your calories, they say, when you're doing this. They want you to eat 3 meals a day and eat till you're like comfortably stuffed. And then when you get hungry again, eat again. But I went ahead, I know that's, I'm breaking the rules, but I went ahead and tracked my calories. I just wanted to make sure that I was hitting some of those goals that I needed to do. And like, how I said that most people say that you should be eating 70% of your calorie content coming from fat, 30% from protein, or that's just a range that you should be hitting. Well, with my 800 calories that I should be hitting every day, that makes it be 140 grams of fat that I should be hitting and 135 grams of protein. And for the most part, I was around my calories and around the fat and protein every day. The only day that was a little off was the day that I ate the steak and salmon. I didn't hit my fat. I think I was about 16 grams off, but that's still not too shabby. I'm sure it'll all come out in the wash. But so that's just something that I experienced. Going forward, I probably still will track, but just for like my diary, so I know what I ate on those days and stuff. But I won't I'll just listen to my hunger cues and try to eat when I'm hungry, and hopefully this all works. But also, how I said, like, one of the hardest parts of this is going to be the butter. Well, it's kind of grown on me now. I don't mind it too much. In fact, it tastes really good on my hamburger patties at night. On to the good stuff. I measured all the areas. Like, I won't tell you, like, I won't break it down too much, but like all over, I lost 5.5 inches all over my body. So that's exciting. And I lost 11.4 pounds. 11. So that's exciting. I'm just really curious to know, like, if this loss will, like, I know I'm not going to have such a huge loss next week because this is coming off the holidays. This is getting accustomed to everything. But I'm just curious, can I pull a decent number next week? So, and if you are curious too, just stay tuned for week 2.